Hey everybody, welcome back to Inspired Dishes. Today I will be making a homemade version of Sonic's dill pickle fries. Now I was supposed to be make this, but yeah, I'm getting to it now. Now usually it comes with its own ranch, just regular ranch, but the sandwich comes with a dill dressing that you make. However, I wanted to mix it up. I'm gonna be using my dill dressing that goes in the sandwich for the pickle fries. And you're gonna need spear pickles, which I just showed you. You're gonna need that ranch packet. You're gonna use, I got some dill to add on that dill flavor, as well as I'm gonna use some of the juice from the dill pickles as well. I got my mayo. I also got plain yogurt. It don't matter. I got fat free, but you can use regular kind, but just make sure it's plain, not vanilla. Also, I have my flour that's self-rising. I don't know if all purpose will work the same. It probably will. And I also got cornmeal. And that's pretty much it. So let's get started. Now we're going to make our dill dressing. Now in a bowl, we're going to add our mayo. That's probably about 2.5 tablespoons. There's no specific measurement, but just based on how much you're making it for. But about 2.5 tablespoons should be good. Now we're going to add in some of our yogurt. We're going to put just a teensy bit less than the mayo, so about 2 tablespoons of that. It was 2.5 for the mayo. Now about 2 tablespoons should be good for that. Now we're going to add in some of our ranch packet, not the whole thing, about 2 teaspoons. About 2 teaspoons should be good because, like I said, that's salty. So, yeah, if you put too much, yeah. So, about two teaspoons should be good. Now I'm about to pour in some juice from the pickles. Just put you a little bit in there because you don't want your mixture when you mix everything to be so soupy. So just put you a few teaspoons of that juice in there. Okay, now this is the fresh the dill weeds. If you have to dry it, that's good too. But the fresh is good. Like it, even though the juice from the pickles already add dill, but I just wanted to add a little bit more dill flavor. And when I say it was just so good, and just it brings out the color too, because white sauce with the green, yeah, it looks good. So yeah, let's add you a few, and it comes on like a leaf, like like a vine or something. So break that off and rip it apart and put it on there like I'm doing. Okay, now I'm pretty much gonna put it in the fridge to let it, get soak up all the juices. And I did taste it to make sure it was salted good, and yes, it was good. So let's get started on the spears. Okay, now I took it out the container. Now you want to pat it, get all that moisture. Of course, you're not gonna get everything of it, and you don't want it so dry so when you bite into the pickle, it's like yeah, no juice at all. So yeah, but you do want to get majority of that moisture of it. And yeah, that little piece that was for me, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna pat it, and now I'll show you the next step. Okay, now that I patted it, I see that it's kind of like too fat for me to be fries. So what I'm gonna do is split it down the middle with the knife in order to make it into two fries. See what I'm doing right here? That's what I didn't do the first time. I did a few weeks ago this recipe kind of. And some things are a little different. Now I kept it whole, but that one I'm gonna keep whole because it's kind of small. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that like that. But as far as the other ones, I'm gonna pretty much split that in the middle to make two of them. All right, now you can't see, but yeah, I have my flour and my cornmeal on the side, and I'm pretty much just gonna rub both of them twice in the flour and the cornmeal, and the flour and the cornmeal in order to coat it. I'm gonna do all my pieces like that. You see how it looks? Yeah, it's in the flour. Now I'm going to do it in the cornmeal. Now, I added it both together, the cornmeal and the flour, a little bit later. So it don't matter if you actually add it together and coat it like that. Just as long as you coat it with the cornmeal and the flour. Okay, now coated, now ready to fry them up. Now I have that grease. You can use any grease and have it on medium high. And I'm just want to fry. You want to make sure your oil is high. But what I learned is it will pop. I think because of those juices from the pickle. So what I would do next time is pretty much turn my pickle over, with the backside showing. Okay, and after a couple of seconds, ta-da! Y'all can't tell me this don't look good, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yes, y'all, yes. And make sure you put it on a rack like this. Don't put it on a paper towel, yeah. We don't want it to be soggy and all that. Put it on a rack, y'all. Yes, when I say this is looking so good, yes, y'all. This is my sauce that I made, and yeah, I'm about to try it, y'all. Okay, you see me prepared. Now I'm about to taste it. It's glaring a little bit. That I'll pretty much have to need egg. Cause I did make this a few weeks ago. It didn't come out quite right because like the breading came out of it. I didn't use cornmeal. I think I just used flour and eggs instead. Now the only reason why I think it didn't come out, it looked good, but I kind of like turned the stove down a little bit because it was popping so much, like, so I turned it down, and I'm turning it down for the next batch. Like the first batch came out okay. The second batch, it was like by turned down so low, it didn't come out right. So this time I thought I would need egg, but I wanted to try still, and it came out good. I had to turn it down. It popped a little bit, but it wasn't popping. So to avoid the popping, I'll take most of the juice off. You know, when you damping it, and not when you dabbing it, but also turn it over when you fry it. Don't put it in face up. Try to put it in face down with the back showing. I think that will stop the juice. I didn't do it like that, but I think that will stop the juice. But yeah, let me just eat, y'all. And I say this look like real fries. Oh yeah, and I tried this sauce last time. It was so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. You really don't have to salt the pickles because the pickles have a taste of its own, and it's called dill. Like you want that dill taste. And like I told you, that ranch packet in another video, it have enough salt in it. So yeah, you really don't need salt. Yeah, this is good. This is better than the one I made a few weeks ago. It's still crispy. You still got that little crunch, but you still got that pickle taste, and the sauce, it puts it on top. Even though my rating is, you know what it is, but I don't rate it. However, I still prefer regular French fries over pickles because me, just with regular pickles, I still like pickles a lot, but I don't love pickles. I like them. I get them in a lot of my sandwiches, but it's not like something I love. Like even when I was pregnant, I know how a lot of women, not all, but a lot of pregnant women love pickles. I don't think I had no pickle like, you know, eating like that when I was pregnant. Like, that's I like pickles, but I don't love pickles like that. So it's something that I would eat like every once in a while if I don't want to have fries that day, or I might still get fries. They had this on the side, but it's not going to replace French fries at all. But this is still good though. This is still good. Something new to try, y'all. So too, I didn't make this. Well, I didn't, you know, make it by hand, but it was I don't know what you call these, not Takis. You know, you can get these like at 7-Eleven and probably anywhere else too. It was pretty much already made. I just had to put it in the oven to, you know, make it crispy. A lot of times people like put frozen fried foods in the microwave in order to like make it like, you know, warm and hot. But I feel like if it's fried food, you need to put that in the oven. That's the way to keep it crispy, and it's pretty much like you just took it from that degrees. Now it's not gonna be exactly light, but it's gonna be close to light. Now I still like with certain things, I still will put it in the oven to have that crisp right there. But to ensure that it's cooked like inside, I will still microwave it for a little bit. The key is that oven, y'all. I know sometimes we don't have time and different things like that, but if you can, just put it in the oven for a little bit so it get it crisped up. And this is crispy because I had it in the oven. So I'm pretty much gonna, it's hot, y'all. I'm gonna dip it in my sauce too. This sauce is so good. You pretty much put this sauce on anything. It's gonna use the sauce for, you know, the breading. It's really hot. This is good, y'all. I'm gonna rate it. However, try this. It's so simple, y'all. I didn't have to use eggs. I thought I was gonna have to use, but no. Let's pretty much breaded it with the flour and the cornmeal, like twice for each time. Or even if you just mix it. I think at the end I kind of like mixed it a little bit. So yeah, even if you mix it, just keep breading because it will come off. And I think even after I sat it down for like 5 minutes, like some of the bread came off of like 2 of them. So I just put it back in the flour mixture. And then I started frying. Make sure your oil is hot because this is the key too. If it's not hot, the bread gonna fall out. Go ahead and try this recipe, y'all. That's pretty much it. Y'all have a blessed day.